Hi, welcome to Yoga Flow with Tina. Today's practice is called Balance 2. We're going to explore new and exciting balance poses. So make sure you have a focal point. That will really help you focus. And if you fall out of a balance pose, no big deal. Just come back and join us when you're ready. See you on the mat. Good day, and welcome to Yoga with Tina. Today we'll begin on our backs, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Placing your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly, we'll settle in with a breathing exercise called equal breath. We'll breathe in for 3, 1, 2, 3, and exhale for 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, inhale, 1, 2, 3, and exhale, 1, 2, 3. Last time, inhale, 1, 2, 3, and exhale, 1, 2, 3. Placing your hands down on the mat, we'll windshield wiper the knees. Bring your knees to the right and then to the left, inhaling as your knees face the ceiling and exhaling as they bend to the side. Back and forth, moving at your own pace. Now come back to center and bring both feet off the ground. Place your hands on your knees and start rotating your knees in little circles. This is giving your lower back a little massage. We'll stop and go the other direction. Come back, find stillness, and hug your knees into your chest. And if it feels good, rock from side to side, giving your middle back a gentle massage. And keep breathing. Find stillness and place your feet back on the mat. Lift your hips for bridge. Pause. And as you breathe, fill your belly and exhale fully. Slowly let your hips fall to the ground and hug your knees into your chest. Roll back and forth until you find yourself in a seated position. And then flip over to tabletop. Inhale for cow and exhale for cat. We'll move through cat-cow a couple of times. Inhale for cow, exhale cat. And again, inhale, gaze up, exhale, chin to chest, push away the floor, really rounding the back. Find neutral. Lift the knees off the mat and bring them back down. Again, inhale, hover table, exhale, relax. Inhale, hover table, exhale, relax. Inhale, hover table, hold. As you exhale, push your hips back for down dog and start pedaling out your feet, walking the dog. Find stillness and walk your hands backwards towards your feet. Find gorilla. Step on the palms of your hands so your toes meet your wrists and start to straighten your legs as much as you can. Here you'll feel a gentle stretch through your shoulders and your lower back and hamstrings. Pause for one more breath. And as you exhale, release your hands from your feet. Hands come to the hips. Inhale, rise. Inhale, lift your arms like you're holding a beach ball. Exhale, lean to your left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lean to your right. Inhale up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale up and exhale, lean to the right. Now widen your stance and continue this again, but this time swoop all the way around, bringing that beach ball back up to the top. Go the other way. And inhale back up. Exhale to the left first, swoop that ball around. Inhale, bring it up to the sky, and exhale, other way. finding mountain pose on your mat. We'll come into our first balance pose, lifting your right knee up and out to the side. Pause. Extend your left arm for extra support. Find something for your gaze that will really help your focus. Now gently place the foot on your calf for tree pose and lift up both arms. Again, the gaze is very important to stay focused, and also keep breathing. One last breath. And as you exhale, come out of the pose, kick both feet a little bit, and we'll prepare for the other side. Lift the left knee and open it up to the side. Pause. Flexing the foot in the air helps to create some tension, but it really is key to find a focal point for your eyes. And if you happen to fall, that's okay. Just come back and meet us. We'll take tree pose now. Hands come together in prayer this time. Keep breathing. Last breath here, and walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to the mat, walk out plank. Lower down, low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Take a breath and let it go. Walk your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, reverse swan dive, and find mountain pose. Hands come together in prayer. One last breath as you inhale up, and as you exhale, sink down into chair pose and pause. Gently lift your left foot off the mat, balance on one foot, and then take that left foot and send it back, finding warrior one on the right. Inhale, lift up your arms. Take humble warrior, bow forward, pause. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Right foot comes back into plank. Lift the hips into down dog. And come to your knees. Extend the right hand out and the left foot out. And as you inhale, lift them up. So you're one solid line from your fingertip to your toe. If you'd like an extra challenge, grab your foot with your right hand and balance with a quad stretch. Once again, finding a focal point is key, and keep breathing. Release and find tabletop. We'll do the other side. Extend the left hand and the right foot. Inhale, lift, hold. Tighten through the core to maintain your balance. If you'd like, grab your foot with your left hand, adding a quad stretch to make the balance a little more challenging. One last breath, and find tabletop again. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips for down dog, and walk your feet to the top of the mat. Hands come to the hips. Inhale, lift into mountain pose. Inhale, lift the arms up, and as you exhale, sink down into chair. We'll prepare for the other side. Gently lift the right foot off the ground, hold for a breath, and then step back with the right foot to find warrior one on the left. Arms come up, pause. Hands grab behind you for humble warrior as you bow forward on an exhale. Stay here for one breath. And inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Bring the left foot back to find plank, and then lift the hips for down dog. Take a breath. Shift into plank, lower down, low plank. Inhale for an up dog, and exhale, down dog. Pause. Take a breath and let it go. Walk your hands backwards towards your feet. Hands come to the hips and lift yourself up into standing position. Kick out your right leg and just hold. Balancing pose number 1 here in this sequence. Once again, finding a focal point will be key. Cross your right foot over your left knee and sink down to one-legged chair. Pause. Breathe. Last breath here. Inhale, start to rise, and step the right foot forward again. Pause with it in the air and then step it down to the mat. We'll prepare for dancer's pose. Pick up your left leg with your left hand. This might be enough for you. If you'd like a little bit more of a stretch, start to tip forward, gently pulling your leg as you lean more forward. Hold for one more breath, and then inhale, come back to the mat. Other side, kick the left foot forward, pause. Your left foot is hovering in the air. Quad is engaged, core is engaged. Cross the foot over the knee, hands come together, sink down, one-legged chair. Breathe here. 2 more breaths. Start to rise, kick the left foot forward, let it hover for 1 breath, and then step it through. Dancer's pose, other side. Grab your right foot with your right hand. Inhale, lift up the left hand. If you are so inclined, start to tip forward. Pause. 2 breaths. And start to come back up to standing at the top of the mat. Inhale, reach up, sun salutation. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Hands to the mat, walk out plank. Lower down, low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath and let it go. Come down to your knees. Kickstand out your right foot and shift your weight into your right hand and right knee, lifting your left hand to the sky, and the left foot can come up too. It's a modified side plank. Gaze is at your hand in the air. 1 more breath. And as you exhale, find tabletop. We'll do the other side. Kickstand out the left foot. Weight goes in your left hand, left knee. Right hand goes up, right leg goes up. If you find looking at the hand in the air is too challenging, keep your gaze at your mat, on your focal point. 1 more breath, and again, finding tabletop. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips, down dog. Walk the feet to the top of the mat. Hands come to the hips, rise up. Inhale, reach up. Hands come together, sink down into a mini chair, just a little dip. Bend both knees. Once again, gently lift the left foot off the mat and tip forward into airplane. Extend your arms out to the side for extra balance. If you'd like a challenge, bring your arms out in front of you for Warrior 3. Pause and breathe. Now gently step the foot back to find crescent pose. Arms come up. Lean into it. 1 breath here. And hands come to the mat. Right foot comes back into plank. Push back into down dog. Walk the feet forward. We'll do the other side. Hands on the hips, stand up. Inhale, reach up. Connect your hands, dip down into a mini chair. Now gently lift the right foot off the ground, and as you exhale, tip into airplane. Or maybe Warrior 3. And if you happen to fall, just come back and meet us where you're at. 1 last breath here, gently placing the foot down on the mat, finding crescent pose on the left. Reach up, big stretch, big power pose. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Both feet come back. Push back into a down dog. Take a breath and let it go. Come down to your knees. And we're going to come onto a seated position on the mat to do a little bit of ab work with boat pose. So bring your feet in as tight as you can and then gently lift them, finding balance on your sit bones. As you inhale, open up your arms and stretch out your legs, and exhale, hug them back in. We'll do this a couple of times. I'll show you a couple variations. First variation, place your hands behind you and simply just move the legs in and out as you breathe. Another option, place the feet down and simply open and close the arms as you breathe. Whatever version of boat you're doing, we'll do one more here and hold it solid for a breath. Hug your knees back in and roll down so your back is flat on the mat. Widen your feet and we'll come back to windshield wiper knees. Inhale, knees are up. Exhale, knees flop to one side. Inhale, knees up. Exhale, they flop to the other side. Moving at your own pace. Now hug both knees into your chest. Leave the right one tucked into your chest. Extend your left leg down on the mat nice and straight and roll to your left side for supine twist. Gaze out over your right fingertips, making this a full supine twist from the bottom to the top of your spine. As you roll back on your back, come into lying down tree pose, leaving the right leg bent, cactus the arms. Pause here for 2 breaths. Now bring both knees into the chest. Leave the left one tucked in, extend the right leg out fully straight on the mat, and roll over to your right for supine twist, gazing out at your left fingertips. Stay here for another breath. As you exhale, relax into it. Roll onto your back, tree pose, other side, cactus the arms. Left knee is bent out to the side. A beautiful, relaxing pose. And when you're ready, find your final Shavasana. And we'll come back to equal breath, but this time for counts of 4. We'll inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Continuing with that breath pattern for as long as you'd like. Simply press pause on the video and enjoy an extra long Shavasana. And when it's time to come out of Shavasana, start wiggling your fingers and toes. Bring your feet together, reach your hands in behind your head, making yourself long from toe to fingertip. Bend at the knees, roll onto your side, any side, for fetal position. Pause for 2 breaths. And slowly making your way to seated position on your mat, easy pose, hands on the knees. Close your eyes and take one more breath in through the nose, out through the mouth or nose. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.